here's the thing. Like, a lot of what Kanye said, if he had just contextualized it differently, would have hit and resonated.
And nobody would have given a if he did the Drink Champs interview and he was talking about the New World Order and the globalists, which we all know is basically code that all these people use for Jews, but instead he actually said Jews, which props for him for actually saying what he meant, but that's the reason why he's in trouble right now.
He didn't even say Zionist. He said Jews.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, though. Are Jews very industrious people that happen to literally run the fashion industry, the music industry, the banking industry?
Okay,
the
Nick
media?
Fuentes.
No.
Lush Fuentes.
Hold up.
I need that Photoshop.
Here's the thing. Yeah, I'm Nick Fuentes if he actually got some pussy in his life.
Woo! Well, he don't want it.
Yeah.
He said he loves Asian girls, but he got to marry a white girl. I feel bad for this motherfucker.
Yeah, nah. It's
He don't know what he missing out on.
It's a slippery slope to fucking jerking off to tranny porn for Nick Fuentes. Let's
I'll
keep it a
cop
bundle.
Nick Fuentes an Asian hooker any day of the week.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Fuent talk.
Is all
Fuentanol. There's a Photoshop waiting to happen.
wow.
Okay.
But the all that is true. However, what Kanye fucked up on is trying to imply that they have this nefarious intention and have this agenda of supremacy and suppressing, in particular, black voices, but anyone that goes against them and has a voice of dissension, which is clearly, I mean, that's a very dangerous line of rhetoric, which Jewish people have frankly seen before several times over the years.
But he would have a good argument there if he was being canceled by the Jewish community for anything other than spreading straight up Jew hate on, massive podcasts. Like, he really is doing something that I feel like the vast majority of the civilized world agrees is fucked up.
I mean, look at Pierce Morgan. He literally said, you're being racist. He's like, yeah. Like,
yeah.
It's just,
he's like, look at how Adidas can't cancel me for being anti-Semitic. Like, he's wearing it. He's like proudly saying it.
Even though that he's losing all of this stuff right now, you can't, and Dave Chappelle showed people this, like, you can't cancel Dave Chappelle, you can't cancel Kanye West, because there's going to be people that are still going to rock with him no matter what.
He's becoming the Black Trump, essentially.
But nobody is denying that Kanye West could make tens of millions of dollars a year. It's like, no matter what happens, I believe that he's going to be able to release music, put clothes out. We've seen tons of people, the comedians, whatever, they get canceled and they're still able to do shit. The problem is that Kanye at this point is in a different box than like a Louis C.K. Louis C.K. can still perform at these fucking massive arenas. I don't think those arenas are going to book Kanye West at this point in time. It's going to be like you're booking a fucking David Duke rally, and it's not. And it's going to take a while for him to get past that. And it's not like there's no venues, but he's going to be blacklisted from a lot of fucking venues at this point.
He lost his agency, CAA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Most of the big venues are owned by AEG,
right,
which is owned by a Jewish person. So
there you go.
But even if it wasn't owned by a Jewish person, there would be so much pressure. You think that the amount of pressure that you feel when you state an anti-trans position is a lot? Imagine being the guy who owns these fucking venues or the corporate higher-ups, and like a gigantic percentage of the people that you talk to in your industry are people who feel directly threatened by Kanye's comments. Think about the societal pressure that you're gonna feel to not fuck with this dude. It's gonna take a long fucking time before that wears off, unless he sort of just aborts mission, which, again, does anybody seriously see that happening?
Well,
is he still banned from Instagram and Twitter?
No, he still has an Instagram account.
Does he still have a Twitter?
I don't know if he still has access to it or not, but I know as of today, because I was showing somebody the "good to hear from you, bitch" yesterday, which is
amazing,
which is still the best quote of the year. But the thing about Kanye and this line of rhetoric that he's spewing right now, it's what really made him start talking this shit. It was around the time he got deplatformed by Zuckerberg. And then all of a sudden, it's very similar to Hitler feeling threatened by, or Hitler feeling like the Jews in his art class got more pussy and attention than him. And then he started to, planted the seeds for his anti-Semitism. And then all of a sudden,
But this is the thing, is that
He's personalizing it.
but there's an attempt by a lot of people to act like, oh, Kanye is just being canceled by the Jewish monopoly on our culture or whatever the fuck it is. It's like real regular people are being hurt by this shit too. Like I didn't even get a chance to watch it yet, but I saw that Casey Neistat's clickbait on his new vlog, or the theme of his new vlog is basically just him talking about how much he loved Kanye West and how hurt, which I believe Casey's Jewish. I can't remember. But either way, it's like really, really like hurt, like on an individual level. I think that like a lot of fucking Jewish people would share that opinion. And it's like, there's like a real effort to act like that doesn't matter. And like somehow like these people, because a lot of them have money or in a powerful position, it's like not atypical of every Jewish person's existence. But
I'm
it's
sure
like the
Jonah
stereotype.
Jonah Hill's got to be pissed.
Jonah Hill is at the Santa Monica stairs doing cardio right now, mad
Crying.
as fuck. Because I met Jonah Hill there doing cardio. I don't know if that's actually something I should be sharing, but that was pretty tight.
It's not like it's an AA meeting.
He like showed me his phone and he's like, bro, like 90% of the time that I'm here, I'm listening to your podcast.
Jonah Hill.
I'm like, what the fuck?
That's fine.
I didn't even ask him for an interview. I probably
Used
should have
to-
gone for it.
Yeah, you should have.
I used to sell him weed.
Wow.
Yeah, because he's a big sig pig.
Back when his name was still
He
Feldstein.
loves sig.
Did y'all like his movie, the mid-90s? That was fire.
That actually was a great
Yeah.
movie, yeah.
He's dope. But yeah, no, absolutely. It's a shame, but at the same time, like you said, the scariest part of the whole thing is him being deplatformed at this point and silenced validates his argument in the eyes of all the people that are going to blindly follow him.
Right.
But I do wish there was the same energy when people were doing this to black folks as well.
All right, people, we just hit 300,000 subscribers. You know we're trying to hit 400,000 subscribers. So that little red button, tap it, tap in. Appreciate y'all.